Welcome back. This is Shirley Davis, and I'm back to another video. I'd like to welcome back all the subscribers and all my new viewers. This is a channel where I talk about my top stocks, but I also talk about crypto from time to time. If you're new, please click the subscribe button and click my notification bell to get my frequent updates. Well, it was a good day in the stock market for a Friday. A lot of tech stocks were up, including Tesla was up 4%. Palantir Technologies was up 5%. SoFi Tech was up 2%. And SoundHound was up 8%. And Delta Airlines was up over 7% as well. All right, so we do know with Tesla, Elon Musk is making his way back to Tesla. He departed from the White House this week. So we saw shares of Tesla surge sort of this week. Okay, now we'll go over to CNBC and see what was happening there. Okay, for a Friday, we had the Dow Jones was up 1.39%, the S&P was up 1.47, and the Nasdaq was up 1.57, and the Russell 2000 was up 2%. So pretty good week. I think the Nasdaq was actually up as much as 2% earlier in the midday, but it did cool off. Some of the top news earnings show. One tech segment started to feel tariff pinch fastest. All right, so that probably would include Amazon because they ship a lot of goods from around the world, different fulfillment centers. But as far as Meta did really good this week during earnings call. SoFi did pretty well, and Netflix did pretty well. So good week in the tech earnings. If we look at earnings whisper, we still have a couple more to report. We have Palantir to report on Monday. We have AMD to report. We have Uber to report. And we got Super Micro to report on May 6th. So we still got a couple more tech companies to report, but the big ones like Meta, Amazon, Netflix, and Tesla have reported. Okay. Um, yeah. So, says trade talks will be key next week for a market um, with the tariffs. Also, we had the job numbers today. So, job numbers came out. U.S. payroll growth over 170,000 jobs in April, defying expectations. I think the number was 133,000. And average, the U.S. does about 200,000 new jobs every month. But if the estimate said 133,000, that's decent right now. Okay, especially with the tariffs going on. Uh, Amazon's Jeff Bezos discloses plan to sell 4.8 billion shares, $8 billion in shares of Amazon stock. Okay, so that's probably not going to help the stock much there either. Also, Warren Buffett is having his um, big investors meeting tomorrow morning. Uh, Omaha. He's going to have the annual investors meeting. They're called the Berkshire Hathaway's investors. Buffett's guidance at the annual meeting will tariff shaking the market. And so this will be Warren Buffett without his close friend or close investor has passed away last year. So there will be someone else on the stage with them, probably reading the open letter. All right, so that's the big news this weekend. Warren Buffett will be having his annual investors conference, I believe, in Omaha. If you watch CNBC, you better watch it live. Check out Warren Buffett. If not, check it out on YouTube. All right, so going over to Robinhood, we had a good day in the Robinhood portfolio, up 1.96 for a gain of $71. Let's take a look at uh, Meta platforms or Facebook. It did pretty well the last couple of weeks in Meta. Um, I think I'm up as much as 63%. Okay, so now if we look at Meta the last week or so, was trading at 552, then it dropped down to 531, and now it's up around 585. Okay, so Mark Zuckerberg able to leave Meta up for the week, a little over 5% for the week. Well, actually 7%. But if we look at last week, that's a nice move, up 7% from last week to this week. Okay, so basically from as low is 535 and as high is 601. Okay, so the great news, Mark Zuckerberg in the earnings call was able to impress investors and get the stock going positive again. All right, so um, let's go over to the final portfolio and see how well we did there. Okay, Tesla being my number one stock, up $300, 2.38. Palantir Technologies up $169, up 6.9. Also, Microsoft shares up 2%. They were up the other day as much as 8%. So Microsoft got to give kudos to them. They gave a lot of valuable information in their earnings call as well. I think last month I sold some Microsoft at about 400. The shares now are trading, I think, above 400. Okay, so don't count out Microsoft. They're able to do wonderful things as they were able to in their earnings call, sell investors on the value of Microsoft Cloud business and OpenAI. Okay, so they're trading right now about $434 per share. Great move for Microsoft. Okay, like I said last week, they're trading about 380. This week, they're back up $434 due to the great earnings call they had this week. Okay, so Microsoft looking like they got it back, got their swag back. I'm totally impressed with Microsoft. Um, like I said, Tesla is doing the same. Okay. Tesla shares today up over 2.38%. If we look at Tesla, let's look at Tesla shares really quickly. Elon Musk will be returning back to Tesla. Trump did praise him last week or this week. And if we look at the last week on Tesla, looking at previous week, oh, we had to look further than that. Okay, so we look around April 21st, they're trading about $222 per share. And today they are trading at $292 per share. Okay, so Tesla on the move. Also, be aware they do have the RoboTaxi coming. So keep your eye on Tesla. Let's take a quick look at news article on Tesla and the RoboTaxi. Okay, here we are on teslarati.com. It says Tesla hints at June 1st launch of a robo-taxi platform in Austin. Okay, so this is set for June 1st in Austin. Uh, Tesla just dropped biggest hint yet a potential launch of its date of the robo-taxi, and it's exciting news. Okay, so keep your eye out on this information. It says CEO Elon Musk said the team and I are laser focused on bringing the robotaxi to Austin in June. Unsupervised autonomy will first be solved for the Model Y. Okay, so Elon Musk dropped that information today. Exciting that the future of complete will be full driving self platform. That means that the Model Y is the target vehicle that Elon Musk is setting up in Austin, Texas, to have the vehicle be a launch of the RoboTaxi. Okay, so we're looking at August 1st, possibly. June 1st, but it could be late June. All right, so I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, and I hope to see you guys on the next video.